Hey, welcome back to Milton Daily Homes. Chuck here. We have a list of 14 properties. And again, just a reminder to register for the Milton buyer class this Saturday, 1 o'clock. You're going to learn all the steps, all the costs, the 4 things lenders look for, how to beat other buyers to other homes, real life slides from home inspections. You get a really nice book. I don't have it here on the desk, but it's a workbook you get to take home. The cost to get in is a food bank donation. That's it. Let's support a good cause. And you can register at miltonbuyerclass.com, or depending on where you're looking on the site, it'll either be up there or it'll be over on that side. So let's do this. 14 homes. First one up is 253 Pettigrew Trail, $499 for a semi-detached. Let's zoom in on semi-detached. It's also on a 27-foot lot. A lot of the semis now are being put on 20 to 24-foot lots. So up in Dempsey, down in Beatty, in Clark, you see that the lots are bigger. And that goes down to the density levels in town. So as we start to build more and more, the province and the town and every level of government has said you need to fit more people in, whether that's for employment regions or for residential regions. So this area is about 12 homes per acre. Old Milton's about 7 homes per acre, and now they're building at 16, 17 homes an acre. So there is definitely a noticeable difference when you drive down these streets versus some of the newer subdivisions. It just feels a lot different. But that's a very good sized backyard. The Mattamy yards are about 80 feet. This is about 94. So it is, now remember, the neighbor behind you oftentimes is 94, which means that's an extra almost 30 feet of separation. And it eliminates some of those feelings of, you know, I can see my neighbor's television from my back window. But overall, I would say that this one is, for $499 for anything with a backyard right now is really hard to find. So it's not a very big home, but I think I would expect this one to go up into the 5s. So this unit at 33 Whitmer is described as possibly the best unit in the building. I have some clients in this building that would probably vehemently deny that claim. But anyway, let's kind of assume it's true. It is a pretty good spot in the building. You can see the escarpment. You get the sunsets kind of right over this way. It also faces west. The east faces the train tracks. So there are some claims that the location within the building is some of the best that you can find. The whole thing about the Greenlife buildings at 33 Whitmer and 383 Main is that you have all the things that they mention in the description plus more. So you've got ICF construction walls, you've got triple pane glass windows. There are months in this building where they claim they actually take in $100,000 of hydro that they don't use and they sell back to the grid, which contributes to the lower condo fees, geothermal heating, which is about 4 times as efficient as the best gas furnace. All those things make this building pretty special. Even the way the parking garage is constructed, I've spent a lot of time looking at what they do. But this unit, I believe, is the biggest unit that they offer in the building. 2-bedroom plus a den, although most people consider it a 3-bedroom. And we really haven't seen this size in a while. So I think the last one that sold was like $530, and that was even earlier in 2016. And we had a much smaller unit just sell for $490. So they are holding back on offers on this one. There's not a lot of comparable sales. So that's the one thing that can sometimes be a blessing, and it can sometimes be a curse, because buyers are a little confused about what to spend. Now, if you can get 2 buyers interested at the same time, that obviously helps this, and that's one of the things that causes records to happen. So anyway, that office, probably some cords could have been rearranged and some things simplified, but when you go there, I think you'd get a pretty good impression of the building and also the unit. Now, a couple times in this list, which we really haven't seen very much in 2016, so if I'm gonna provide some compliments to the agent industry as a whole, I would say they're getting much better at putting photos up faster on listings. But you'll see 2 in this list, depending on when you look at the link, because the link is updated in real time, but some of them don't even have photos. Some of the photos are not fantastic. But the point I wanted to make with this one, and then I'll also show you the one on Woodlawn as well, but this one was listed on Thompson Road. It was listed for $567 and didn't sell it, held back on offers. Now they're at $621. Then you scroll down on this one on Woodlawn, and they were at $599, and they're now at $665. So I believe that the game in the fall is not to drastically underlist. You can do it at times, but I think that the game now, because it was such a busy spring, there's a burnout there. I think that buyers are just tired of 10, 12 offers on places. So I think that if you put it at a fair price, if you're really presented well, if there's not a lot of competition, you're still going to maybe have that effect of multiple offers. But I think it's a much safer thing to do, because we've seen this over and over and over in the fall, where people are listing low, and then a week later they cancel the listing, they put a new one out at a higher price. And so that's a sign to me that the market is maybe, I don't want to say starting to change, but I think that the behavior is starting to change. We also have these new mortgage guidelines coming out too. So I think you've really got to play the game as, here's the price, here's where we believe it's fair. And if things happen in the right way, great. But if not, you stick to that. That's the way it used to be back in the day for years and years and years. Woodlawn, $665 now. So again, I don't love the pictures here. The rooms are kind of narrow. A lot of the rooms here are like really long and thin. The kitchen's long and thin. Really nice sized bedrooms upstairs. And this is actually a laundry that was custom built. And one of the concerns we'd have is if that laundry ever leaked, it's all hardwood floors here. There's no drainage system. It's just, they ran some pipes and some electric up here. And I would definitely, you can buy, there's trays that you can buy. So if they ever leaked, at least you'd have a bit of a backstop there. Big basement, nice bar, pot lights on the outside. And then you've got your pool. Now, one of the things I didn't notice till I got there was that this home actually backs onto the Bronte townhouses. So there's a road right behind you, and then there's townhouses. That's the front door access on this side. So I'm sure that that's not sitting amazing with everyone. There is pretty good coverage for trees, but in the winter, you definitely feel like you could see things in those townhouses. And the pool looks like it's in pretty good shape too. So there we go. That's the list. We're going to have some fun with some new things we're working on with Daily Homes and with the website too. So stay tuned for that. And we'll see you tomorrow with more Milton Daily Homes. The buyer class is amazing. So sign up, and we still have a couple seats left. Okay, see you tomorrow.